Well, my husband and I were hoping to have more children after I had Josh, but we weren't successful. I had a couple of miscarriages and IVF wasn't successful either. So we decided to, well, we thought about adoption, but we had a break because it's quite exhausting having IVF, and we left it for a bit until one day we were at my husband's sister's house. She's adopted 4 children and had 2 birth children, and she had 6 Mother's Day cards, and she was showing them to me, and I realised, reading the lovely things that her family said to her, I realised that you could make a happy, loving family through adoption. My husband and I learnt a lot about each other. We were lucky in that we had a very supportive social worker, and we developed a really good relationship with her, and I think that helped prepare us for adoption, really. The support network that we have and had at the time really was totally invaluable. It was so important to our success and our happiness, really. I think it would be very hard to have 2 children who have a lot of needs, who are very vulnerable and have had a traumatic time and suffered, huge losses, without us having support from other people. And certainly Philip's sister was very supportive and had her experience that she could share with us, and just friends generally. We also met a lot of people through the adoption process, and actually that was fantastic, because you could then talk to people who really understood what you were going through. Yes, I wouldn't have things any differently now. I wouldn't want to go back and have those 2 birth children that I was hoping for. Our family has, it's been everything that I wanted. There have been challenges, there's absolutely no doubt about that, but I love my children enormously. They are delightful, but yes, they still feel the hurt. They're 16 and they still feel the hurt, but we've learnt to parent them in a different way to the way that we parented Josh, and to know that you can support somebody through a lot of their hurt and grief, little people, children, it's fantastic, it's so rewarding. If somebody's thinking about adoption, I would suggest that they read as much as they can, do as much research as possible, and talk to as many people who've had experience of adoption. I'd also say, don't listen to the people who are too negative, who haven't had first-hand experience. Find out for yourself what it's really like.